Top 10 Ajax Youth Products. Ajax's youth academy, nicknamed De Toekomst, has always been the breeding ground for the present and future of Dutch football. The club has seen some wonderful talents pass through its youth system, many of which have gone on to become some of football's greatest players. In this review, we take a closer look at 10 of the best talents produced by De Toekomst. Nicknamed the Pitbull because of his tenacity in the midfield, Edgar Davids started out his youth career at Ajax in 1985. Then he spent 5 years in the first team between 1991 and 1996, before moving to Italy with AC Milan. He had spells at Juventus, Barcelona, Inter Milan, Tottenham, Crystal Palace, and even Barnet after that. There was a brief return to Ajax, but he was only there for a year. Over the course of his illustrious career, Edgar Davids won the Serie A and the Eredivisie multiple times, and he also won the UEFA Champions League once. He was also named in the FIFA 100 list made by Brazilian footballer Pelé, based on his selection of the greatest footballers still alive in 2004. Wesley Sneijder was signed to the Ajax Youth Academy in 1991, where he spent 11 years before breaking into the first team in 2002. At the peak of his career in 2010, Sneijder won the Serie A, the Coppa Italia, the Supercoppa Italiana, the UEFA Champions League, and the FIFA Club World Cup with Inter Milan. He was also part of the Netherlands team that finished runners-up in the 2010 FIFA World Cup. Sneijder won the league in 4 different countries, including Italy, Spain, Netherlands, and Turkey. He has an excellent collection of individual awards, and he was also a regular in the national team, earning 134 caps in 15 years with Oranje. Frank's Ajax youth career started in 1984, and he broke into the first team 4 years later. He ended up making over 300 appearances for the club. In that time, Frank was part of a formidable Ajax defence that won the Eredivisie 5 times and the UEFA Champions League once, before he left for Barcelona in 1999. He tasted more success there, winning the La Liga in the 1998-99 season. He also earned 112 caps for the Dutch national team and was part of the team that finished in 4th place in the FIFA World Cup of 1998. He then rejoined Ajax as the first team manager in 2010 and cemented his status as a club legend with 4 back-to-back league titles between 2010 and 2014. Frank Rijkaard was a centre-back and defensive midfielder who began his youth career with Ajax in 1970, playing at that level for a decade before breaking into the first team in 1980. He was a very athletic player and was best known for his physical attributes and defensive tenacity, alongside an uncanny ability to read the game brilliantly. Rijkaard won many trophies, including multiple league titles with Ajax and AC Milan, the European Cup, and the UEFA Champions League. Rijkaard was also named in Pelé's FIFA 100 list of the greatest living footballers, and he came in 3rd place in the Ballon d'Or twice, in 1988 and 1989. Patrick Kluivert was part of Ajax's golden generation of the 1990s. He burst onto the scene with his speed, skill, and intelligence on and off the ball. A last-gasp goal for Ajax in the 1995 UEFA Champions League final against AC Milan shone the spotlight on Kluivert, and it was the biggest of 9 trophies that he won in his career. His national team success also stands out well enough to earn him a place on this list. In 79 games for the Oranje, Kluivert found the back of the net on 40 occasions. He was also named as one of the 100 greatest footballers alive by Pelé, and he finished in 5th place in the 1995 Ballon d'Or rankings. Not bad at all. Edwin van der Sar is best known for his time with Manchester United. But long before he was winning multiple Premier League titles under Sir Alex Ferguson, he was playing in Ajax's youth squad. That youth career started a bit later than the others on this list, but he was still a fresh-faced teenager when he joined the ranks at De Toekomst. He spent 9 years with Ajax, winning the league 4 times and the UEFA Champions League once. Spells at Juventus and Fulham followed, but it was not until he joined Manchester United that he enjoyed a similar level of success as he had at Ajax. Van der Sar was also a regular with the national team between 1995 and 2008, and he earned 130 caps in that time. He is widely considered to be one of the greatest goalkeepers of the Premier League era. Van Basten had a fantastic career and is widely regarded as one of the greatest players in the history of football. This is all despite the fact that an injury forced him to retire at the age of 30, 2 years after he played his last match. He broke into a very talented Ajax senior squad at the age of 17, coming on as a sub for Johan Cruyff and scoring a debut goal as Ajax completed a 5-0 rout of NEC Nijmegen. Van Basten scored 300 goals in his career, and he won multiple league titles, 3 with Ajax and 4 with AC Milan in the Serie A. He also won 3 European Cups with AC Milan. As far as individual awards go, he earned all the biggest recognitions, most notably 3 Ballon d'Ors, 1 FIFA World Player of the Year, and 2 World Soccer Player of the Year awards. It goes without saying that he is also on the FIFA 100 list. Just incredible. The man with the genius touch, Dennis Bergkamp, started his youth career with Ajax in 1981. He played with the youth squads for 5 years before breaking into the first team in 1986. Originally a wide midfielder, Bergkamp was shifted to centre forward, and then to second striker, which was where he settled and made his name as a true football great. He was with Ajax for 7 years, winning the league title and UEFA Cup, before moving briefly to Inter Milan, where he won the UEFA Cup again. A move to the Premier League with Arsenal followed, and it was the most successful period of his career. He won 3 Premier League titles, 4 FA Cup titles, and was runner-up in the UEFA Cup and the UEFA Champions League. Despite earning 79 caps for his national team, Bergkamp was not lucky to win any major trophies with the Oranje. However, he earned a lot of individual trophies, most notably finishing as runner-up in the Ballon d'Or rankings in 1993 and 3rd place in 1992. He is also on the FIFA 100 list. Clarence Seedorf is the only football player in history to win the UEFA Champions League 4 times with 3 different clubs, most notably winning 2 with AC Milan. Seedorf started his career at Ajax in 1992 at the age of 16, and he enjoyed a very long career that lasted until 2014. Within that time, he had the quality to play regularly for massive clubs such as Real Madrid, Inter Milan and AC Milan. Nicknamed the Professor, Seedorf's main strengths were his versatility and physical attributes. His ability to win back possession and break up play was world-class, and it made him a useful asset for any team. He joins multiple other players on this list to be part of Pele's FIFA 100. Johan Cruyff is arguably the greatest Dutch player of all time, and he was also a revolutionary football manager. Cruyff started his Ajax youth career on his 10th birthday in 1957, eventually breaking into the first team in 1964, and going on to make over 200 league appearances for the club. He had an incredible scoring run at Ajax, with 190 registered league goals in 240 appearances. In 2 spells with the club, Cruyff won 8 league titles and 3 European Cups. It was during this time that the Dutch approach to total football became popular, and it suited Cruyff's game to a T, even with the national side. In 48 appearances for the Netherlands, he scored 33 goals. He was also hugely successful with Barcelona, especially as a manager. In addition to his league title and Copa del Rey wins as a Barcelona player, he went on to win 4 league titles and another European Cup as a manager at the club. As far as individual awards go, a separate video could be made for Johan Cruyff, and it still wouldn't be enough. However, the most notable awards include 3 Ballon d'Or wins and 1 FIFA World Cup Golden Ball. Some other notable names that just missed out on this list include Ronald de Boer, Christian Eriksen, Jan Vergoten, Toby Alderweireld, Rafael van der Vaart, Frenkie de Jong, and Matthias de Ligt. Admittedly, there is some element of subjectiveness to this review, so there will be 1 or 2 names that could have gone either way to be replaced by someone else. Regardless, those 10 players were all brilliant in their time, and are all worthy of being in the conversation for the best talents ever produced by Ajax Football Club's youth academy.